you guys. So I know I tried to go live and talk about this case for the very last time, hopefully. Well, yeah, as far as this case, this probably will be the last time I speak on this. Now, Tasha is a whole nother story. She got all kind of stuff going on. So, but as far as this case, this is it. And I too went on into Cardi off because I don't want her to think that I'm trying to keep talking about her child and by don't bring no problems over here. So I took her off the picture, and I just could not get my life together last night. They have this new feature on here where you can add music in your background, but it sounded like the music was louder than me, right? I couldn't hear myself, so I went on and deleted that live. So I'm going to go on and do it over. Now, you guys probably already aware by now that she made a statement, and I just wanted to play what she had to say, thanking her counsel and people who were supporting her.
Fair and right decision. And I want to thank all you guys. I know you guys been in this case. You guys been in the court for the past 2 weeks, and even though we haven't been able to talk at all, you guys like every time I go to the hallways, you guys like always saying like, keep going, guys, keep going, party, and like stay strong because just like I saw, we all saw the videos, and you know how hurtful things were. And just want to say thank you guys for keeping me strong. This is very hard for me. It put me into a lot of emotional distress.
I know.
These past couple of years have been difficult for me, and constantly reliving it. It's very hard for me. And I want to thank the jurors. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank the judge. I want to thank everybody that was a part of this case.
And the Bronx is in the building for you.
And the Bronx is in the building.
Hey.
Go home,
Hey.
my lawyers.
Oh, the dream team.
Hard.
The 2020 dream team.
Very hard. The past 3 years, busting their ass. Almost 4. Almost 4? Yeah. And it's been very frustrating. Sometimes I feel like we was not getting more results because we kept, trying to just stop this. Stop.
I know what you mean, CB.
And thank you, girl.
Y'all are awesome.
Okay, so that was Cardi thanking her counsel and her supporters. So, as she said, it's 4 years. Like, I know this has been a long time. I thought it was like 2 or 3, but that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That it would even take this long. I understand that year with COVID, but still. So yeah, she was thanking everyone, and that was the first and only time that we've seen her, because instead of Dennis and Choke, following her to her car, they were following Tasha. And then I thought about it. I guess they were trying to get Tasha to talk, knowing that the judge probably ordered both of them not to say anything. So they put all the pressure on her to kind of mess her up, which is I'm not going to go there. I'm going to leave it alone. Because I understand people have issues with Tasha, so I can't tell them how to feel in these situations. They can feel however they want to feel. But anyway, so of course, this has been a whirlwind story all over YouTube. I know the night before, well, the night that the verdict happened, um, after I was online, I kind of went to see what everybody was talking about, and I saw so many live lights. Everybody was live, everybody was live, and all the usual suspects that I would think of that would have something to say. They were all live, and even Storm. And you guys know that Storm and Tasha has recently had their own issues, but he still was trying to show her grace, right? He still was showing her grace in his life. He didn't really, he could have really been like everybody else, kind of riding her, but he didn't. So that was nice, and it kind of shows the level of respect that he has for her. Plus, he's probably still under contract. But anyway, so yeah, everybody was live, and he and his audience were kind of touching on the situation from their point of view. So, and I'm not even going to get into it. But he was saying that, he felt like Tasha, she did have the opportunity to end this long before it got to this point. But she's stubborn. Obviously, she is, and you know, she let it play out. So here we are. And so there's also a lot of conversations from people who, like I said, I'm not going to try to talk the lady's pockets because I don't know how much money she has. And as I think about it, I thought like that would not make a lot of sense to me for Cardi B to take this type of time going after someone unless she knew that they had the money to pay her. And this is why a lot of celebrities don't sue people because they don't have anything to give them, right? But I understand too that this was a situation where Cardi just really wanted her to stop. And then, like I said, this wasn't just about her putting up a video. This was her, going on just like a massive cyber bully attack on this lady. And I also want to be fair and say, Cardi was saying stuff too, though. She was in the beginning. She was kind of going back and forth with Tasha, so we're going to be honest about that. Even though people are being biased and the way they're reporting all this because they don't like the lady, but Cardi, like Storm said, she is a bull too. She's not, some sweet innocent kitten that was getting trampled on. She is a bull, and she went after another bull, and that I agree with him on that. That this was fair playing ground. Obviously, she got sick and tired of, you know, going back and forth with a YouTuber because she was going back and forth with quite a few people. If you guys remember that, she was kind of getting at the lady behind the shade room as well. And some other people, like anybody that said something about her, she would respond. And apparently, someone has finally told her to stop doing that. Or, she's just busy. She's too busy to worry about what people are saying about her. But I do want to make sure that I say that she was not super innocent in this. So please let's cut that out. Um, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. And so some people are trying to talk her pockets, like I was saying, and are wondering if she has this type of money. Like I said, I don't really think they would have, especially these lawyers. I don't think they would have went after Tasha unless she has close to this type of money or she has the money. Um, but I'm going to let you guys listen to the lead attorney because he was saying that it's possible that for Tasha to file a Chapter 11, file bankruptcy, and possibly get it drastically reduced. So I wanted to play that, but I also want to say this really fast because this had me really tickled this morning. Uh, Child, I'm trying to tell you, these people are undefeated. First of all, the internet is undefeated. They got GoFundMe. It's at least 3 GoFundMe pages up. And one of them, people are trying to say that it's Tasha. And see, when Tasha come after y'all, like, don't play victim, okay? Because I don't think that it's legal for you guys to put this lady's name on something and say that she's the one doing that. Um, when she's not. But I digress. So it's GoFundMe pages up, and one of them, like I said, is saying that it is Tasha, and then the other one is saying that it's a wino member, and they want to try to help her to raise money to kind of help her with her legal fees and with these bills because she is a mom, right? She has 2 small children, her and her husband both full time now work on this podcast, and so this is their livelihood. And so it's a real conversation. But I understand people don't like Tasha, so they don't care. But I just wanted to play what the lead attorney had to say, and then I'll come back.
800,000. We're gonna say, including everything, she makes 800,000 a year. Okay. This could be higher or lower, but this is just to give you something to work off of. All right. So she makes 800,000 a year. That's joint with her husband? Yes. Okay. This is total household income, right? Okay. So she makes 800,000 a year. Now we're gonna assume that this is pre-tax, but she's not paying her taxes anyways, according to what people are saying. And she has to pay $4 million. So what's gonna happen in this situation? Well, in this situation, she wouldn't qualify for a Chapter 7 because she makes too much money. And also another issue with filing bankruptcy is the amount of debt that you have. So in this particular case, if you have over, I think, roughly $800,000 in debt, you can't file a regular consumer Chapter 7 or a regular consumer Chapter 13. You're going to be forced into a situation like 50 Cent was, where you're going to have to file a Chapter 11.
And so that seems to be what may be on the horizon for Tasha K here.
Mm-hmm. So let's assume that she files a Chapter 11. How does that work? What's going down there?
So what'll happen is she will file a petition. She will list all of her debts. She will list all of her assets, all of her liabilities. So this Cardi B debt that's owed will be listed on the schedules as well. Mm-hmm. And so that'll be sort of weighed against her income. And when everything is compiled together, she may be able to walk away from six figures, if not more, of this total judgment that has been just handed against her.
What do you mean when you say walk away with six figures?
Well, in bankruptcy, we call it discharge. So she has let's say, total $4 million. So based upon her income, her assets, her liabilities, mm-hmm. which will be presented in the petition, she may possibly be able to discharge, let's say, half of that.
Wow, guys, do you hear this? Do you hear this? What my man is saying?
I haven't seen the petition. It hasn't been filed. I plan to do a video on her case if she does actually file a Chapter 13 or Chapter 11 bankruptcy petition. But yeah, I would say she could possibly walk away or discharge maybe.
Now, you're in North Carolina, right?
Yes.
Since bankruptcy is federal, could she hire you for her federal case?
There would be a venue issue. I don't know what state Tasha K resides in.
She's down here in Atlanta.
She's in Atlanta. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to represent her because I think the rule, and I've gone all the way to motions court about this issue.
I'm trying to get you a client, Pilo. I'm trying to get you a client.
I see that. I appreciate that. It's the better part of 180 days. That's the venue requirement. So unless she was in Charlotte, North Carolina for about 95 days, I wouldn't be able to represent her. They would kick the case out to Georgia.
Got you. And then someone asked, Red Scorpion asked, how did 50 Cent file for Chapter 7? Do you know him?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about him. Anyway, so yeah, they're saying that she could possibly file for Chapter 11, Chapter 13. I guess depending on her situation, because that was a hypothetical, the $800,000 a year. We don't know how much Tasha makes a year. But like I said, in my mind, I'm like, why would these people go after someone who don't have $1 million and ask for $1 million, right? But I'm assuming that they knew that she may have the assets, she may have the money to pay, so that's why they went this far with all of this. And to my understanding, the way Storm was saying, Tasha didn't want to settle, so I don't know. But there is an old saying, you can't get blood from turnip. So if she don't have this type of money, how can she pay them, right? And this is not a criminal case. She can't go to jail over this. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I think more important for Cardi, she probably really wanted those videos and all that, the texts, the tweets and Instagrams and all that stuff taken down. And long as that stuff comes down, then I don't know. It's not like the lady need this money, but to just make an example of her, I guess it is what it is. But more importantly, she more than likely just want all of these videos and stuff to come down. But let me know what you guys think about all of this. What do you think about these GoFundMes that's out here? First of all, I would not advise you to give these people your money. If you're trying to make a donation to Tasha, you might want to make it directly to her. And she's stating that she's going to go live today and kind of talk over everything. And of course, she also stated that she does not owe $3 million. So, that's what it says. So she said she's going to break everything down tonight, I guess. And this will be the one and only time she will talk about this case on her channel. So, and I don't know what I'm not holding the paperwork. I don't know if the judge ordered her to kind of leave Cardi B alone, because I would imagine, she might want to keep that lady's name out of her mouth. probably for the rest of her days, just don't even touch on her when stories about her come up, and just keep it moving to somebody else. But she was a part of this case, so she should have a right to talk about it from her perspective. Now, maybe she'll just stay away from all that other stuff and just talk about herself. So I'm assuming that's what she's going to do tonight. And like I said, I don't know what the judge ordered her to do. Like, because sometimes they will tell you to not talk about the person, stay away from the person, and blah 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 blah. So I don't know, but I guess we'll find out tonight. She said around 7 p.m. I'm assuming Eastern time. I'm on a different coast, so I don't even know what time it's going to come on. But even if I don't see it live, I'll watch the video later on. Um, Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. What do you think about what the lead attorney is saying about her possibly, getting it drastically reduced through a Chapter 11, um, which may affect her credit. But it's either pay the money or you don't have the money or figure it out. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.